I do have some good news though for you.
Do you?
Yeah, let's lighten the mode a little bit.
Please.
There is a musical that is in production that will be premiering later this month on TikTok.
Okay.
Now, they've done some interesting stuff in the past. Didn't they do a recreation of certain scenes from Princess Bride?
I don't know if that was TikTok.
But it was a Zoom thing, but I think part of it showed up on TikTok or Twitter or somewhere. Yeah. But goofy little things that were showing up.
Some of them are clever.
Well, I have one that's rather
okay.
Yeah, I think you'll like this. This is true. NBC News is covering this. There's going to be a TikTok musical about, and obviously this is corporate. This is being paid for by somebody.
Right.
It's the mode by which this works is what's turning my crank. The theme is Taco Bell's Mexican pizza.
Oh, stop!
Wait a minute. You haven't heard who's starring in this?
Oh God,
Dolly Parton. She shared the news about her leading role in Mexican Pizza the Musical on social media yesterday.
That's hilarious and weird.
She took to Instagram and said, "I'm making #Mexican Pizza the Musical with @Taco Bell."
Wow.
And it contained a photo of the actual screenplay sitting on her desk. This is funny. This is really funny. The satirical musical is, quote, based on the true story of the internet losing its mind after the fast food chain removed the product from its menu in late 2020. That's according to the screenplay shared on her post.
Right.
It is inspired by TikTok star Victor Kunda's viral video in March parodying what a dress rehearsal of the musical would look like based on singer Doja Cat's catchy jingle shared on the social media app the same month. Somebody made a clever post. Other people jumped onto it and had some fun with it, is what this started was, and now it's turned into a legitimate thing.
Right.
Dolly, who has been vocal about her love of Taco Bell. I would love to sit down and have some Taco Bell.
Taco Bell with Dolly, I know.
That would be wonderful, wouldn't it? She is also a fan of the Mexican pizza. That's one of her favorite things.
Yeah.
Well, frankly,
everybody loves the Mexican pizza.
Back in January, she said in an interview that she thinks it should be brought back to the menu. She said, quote, they used to make a little, Mexican pizza, which is also good. I just love that. The national treasure that is Dolly Parton. Musicals on TikTok first emerged in 2020 with composer and orchestrator Daniel Mertzliff's Ratatouille, the musical, which began as a TikTok meme. He also recently partnered up with TikTok for another musical, For You Page, which was an homage to TikTok's vibrant musical theater community. Apparently that's a big deal over there on the TikTok is Broadway people. They get together and they...
Okay, now that's kind of cool.
It is kind of
that's kind of cool.
Yes.
Most of the other crap I see on TikTok
it's mostly
crap.
Shit. Yeah, but this... Yeah. Taco Bell's musical is written by Hannah Friedman with music by Grammy Award-winning songwriter duo Abigail Barlow and Emily Bear. It will be released at 8 p.m. Eastern on May the 26th, the week after Mexican Pizza returns to its menu.
That's hilarious. And a little stupid, but hilarious.
A lot of stupid. But it's a lot more pleasant than the things we've been talking about so far.
Well, yeah, that's true.
#Mexican Pizza the Musical is really happening. Let's do this. That's what Taco Bell tweeted with a photo of its Playbill ad. Look, you have to hand it to them for seizing on an opportunity here.
Well, okay.
Manufactured or not, it's still...
Right, and that's... Remember, well, Coke really did fuck with the recipe.
Yeah, that was a legitimate screw-up.
But I'm wondering if they took this away. It was such a hugely popular
that they did it intentionally to bring it back?
Yeah. It hadn't been gone that long.
Then again, there are people that are in positions of control with corporations that make boneheaded decisions.
That's true. That's true. And this could have been a legitimate, hey, let's get rid of this item.
Maybe they didn't do their market research.
Maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe we should bring that back.
And then in sort of a weird grassroots underground sort of movement,
People have.
oddly through Broadway.
Yeah.
This happened, and somebody approached Dolly, and she went, "Hell yeah,
Yeah.
this is a good deal right here."
Yeah.
I doubt she's making any money off of this. I don't think anybody's really making anything out of it except Taco Bell, which is okay, whatever.
Nah, I bet
You think Dolly's going to cash a check on this thing?
Somebody is, other than Taco Bell. I don't think they're all doing it for free, unless it's just exposure.
It could very
For
well
people.
be, and for whatever it is that they're trying to sell,
Right.
Which is clearly their quote unquote food.
Right.
I mean, look, it's fast food.
Right. It's not a gourmet meal.
The world is not going to fall apart
No.
if we don't have this.
No. Oh God, we existed without it before it came into existence.
But however, if you'll recall, over the past 4 or 5 years, Miss Parton has been in the news
a lot.
and it's always good.
Yeah. Well, it always has been with her, though.
Well, it's because she's a good woman.
She's an
you know?
amazing person, right?
The charities that she's done, she spreads
Yeah.
her money around. She spends it appropriately, and she's a very sweet, loving individual. So it appears. I'd hate to think that she was like eating cats in the privacy of her home. I don't know what she's doing.
I don't think so. I kind of doubt that.
She sits on her front porch with a shotgun. You kids get off my lawn.
Who's that driving down the street?
Yeah. She's probably a real hoot on next door.
I just saw this purple car drive by for a second time.
I doubt that's her. But to do this though, I don't know. Maybe she was approached and said, "Look, I'll do it if you contribute money to my foundation,
to a foundation or something." Yeah.
Or whatever the charity thing is."
Yeah, I could see that.
So far, she's the only big name attached to this thing, aside from some of the other, I don't know, lesser luminaries that you find on
Right.
at the footlights.
Right.
But I think it's delightful.
No, I do too. I think it seems fun. It's harmless.
Of course it is.
And it's silly.
That's why I'm
and
talking about it.
We need harmless and silly.
Yes, we do. Until somebody decides we can't do that anymore.
Right.
And all that's going to do is make me want to do it even more.
That's right.
Boy, if I got some ideas.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, you start fucking around with a national treasure like
man.
that.
Yeah. Hey, you and I could get in a whole lot of trouble if we just,
I've already been in discussions over the weekend. I told you about all
Yes,
that.
yeah.
There is a vehicle in play that could very well, in play being the operative word,
Right.
could be a thing.
Right. Oh, my God.
There are certain institutions that we enjoy in this country, Dolly Parton being one of them.
Right.
And Taco Bell, frankly, is the other. Look, it's not great. It's what it is.
Just right.
Taco
right.
Bell
It's
is what
fast
Taco
food.
Bell is. That's
But-
nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah. It's relatively inexpensive.
Yeah.
And of fast food, it is probably one of the healthier out there. But that's, and it is what it is. It's cheap Mexican themed food. It's not Mexican food, it's Mexican themed.
When you try and describe what Taco Bell is to people that aren't hip to it, foreigners,
Yeah.
they go, "What is this?" It's what it is. It's Taco Bell. It's not Mexican.
No.
It's not even. It's Taco Bell.
About 5 or 6 years ago, USA Today, I think, put out this article, and it was all over the place. It was on the news and everything. Most popular Mexican restaurant in the U.S. Taco Bell. And we in Texas started laughing and went, "Well, that's not Mexican food.
Of course not.
The hell are you talking about? That is not Mexican food.
People that live
It's
up north
Mexican
think
themed."
that, right? They go, "Hey, let's go get some Mexican food. Where are we going? Taco Bell? No, wait, what?
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, but I certainly wouldn't call that fine Mexican dining.
Yeah, until you can get carne asada
Yeah.
or tripes.
Right. A bowl of menudo.
Menudo?
Yeah.
No, man. It's not a Mexican restaurant.
Uh-huh.
No. Not at all.
Yeah, the Border Patrol special, the number 2.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Extra cheese sauce, please.
Is there even a cheese sauce at Taco Bell?
Yeah.
There is?
It's you can get chips and queso, and it's this plasticky yellow
Gelatinous.
substance that's really kind of good.
Well, yeah.
Oh God!
Yeah, it's
kind of good.
Kind of a Velveeta knockoff, maybe.
Yeah, and it's got some spice in it. It's got a little spicy bit.
You got to do something to be able to
tiny.
choke it down, for God's sake,
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, they do. You got a cheese sauce. And it's not chili con queso.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Of course, that's a Tex-Mex thing.
Well, yeah.
Chili con queso is a
Tex-Mex thing,
creation.
And amongst the world of Hispanic foods, dare I say Mexican food, but Hispanic foods, there's a whole litany of things.
Yeah. Well, Tex-Mex is a thing, though.
Well, of course it is.
Because you got a bunch of Latinos who have, the whole state used to be part of Mexico at one point. So, the influence is always.
It used to be Mexico. Not part of it, but it used to be.
Well, it was part of Mexico. It is now.
It's now separate.
Right. But the influence has been there, and the melding of the two things has turned out some really cool.
Oh, yeah, it's a beautiful culture. Here locally, drive down Summer Avenue, a little further east.
Yeah,
and you'll hit all of the Central American places.
Yes.
That's like that's become sort of a international freeway in this town.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting things that are down there.
Yeah. There's this weekend we went down there.
Down Summer?
Yeah.
Like down to like Guadalajara, Número 2?
Oh, no. We went to Los Comales on Summer.
Oh,
which is a different one.
Yeah, it's a different
own, too.
Yeah.
And it was nice. It was good.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Met a really nice waitress there who is from Venezuela.
Yeah.
And didn't speak a whole lot of English. And so I had my phone out and I was typing it out in English and translating to Spanish. And we were having a conversation. It was fun. We had a nice time.
Yeah.
Sitting there conversing. She got her phone out and started translating English. Yeah, we had a blast.
That's fun.
It was obviously slow enough where we could do that.
Well, sure. That's one of the things about America that actually is kind of so groovy is that when people talk about, like when you're in Europe and they go, so what's, when they finally understand what a quote unquote American food is, because you have German food and you have Greek food and Italian food. And when you talk about
American food, they're really.
No,
there is.
It's defined. It's defined.
What is
pork chops smothered and covered with two sides, man?
I guess so.
It's the meat and three. It's the soul food. That's American food. Meatloaf, fried chicken, that kind of stuff. Vegetables boiled beyond recognition.
Right.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, America is made. The country was made by people that came in literally from all over the world.
Right.
And their culture is, a big part of ours. Mm-hmm. In general, it is our culture. So you have Chinese restaurants and Americanized Chinese. That's a whole thing.
Right.
There's Japanese here. There's European places. German restaurants don't do well in this country for some odd reason. Can't quite put my finger on it.
They do in Houston.
Yeah, there used to be one here, and they just don't go. Italian, of course. My God, you can eat your way through Southern Europe with that. Mediterranean joints, it's some of the big thing. Indian restaurants. I mean, so there's a lot of that stuff here.
Yeah.
And when you go to Europe, they have if you order say a beverage, and I have small, medium, large, and American.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a thing.
Right.
It really is.
But the upside, a liter of water in Europe, just €1. It's just like $1.
Yeah.
A liter of water.
Well,
that's cheaper than it is here most of the time.
Well, yeah, because Americans are greedy.
Yeah.
Why do you think we're dealing with runaway inflation right now? It's greed.
Because it's greed, yeah.
It's all greed. There's no altruism by anybody at this point. There was also a thing about baked goods, and bread is going to go way up in price. What the fuck for?
Yeah.
We make flour. Everything that goes into a loaf of bread is made in this country.
Right.
Why is it all of a sudden that expensive? Because they don't want to be left in the dirt. Look, prime example, Arizona tea that you can get at any gas station in this country is still 99 cents a can.
That's right.
And it's been that way since, 88, 89?
Yeah, when it came out. Yeah.
And we thought it was high then.
Yeah.
But it's good stuff. But even in the midst of on the verge of what they're calling a recession and this runaway inflation that's going on, it's still 99 cents.
Mm-hmm. That says something right there.
Sure. It's the Costco's hot dog.
Yeah, that's right. He said,
I will murder
you.
I will murder you if you change the price of that. Yeah. Yeah, there are certain institutions that are kind of inflation proof, and Arizona tea and the Costco hot dog. Granted, you have to be a member of the club to get the hot dog, but still.
Right. You still got to pay for it.
You
don't get it for free.
No, but you're getting
it's cheap.
It's next to nothing.
Yeah.
$1.25 or whatever
something
it is.
like that.
Yeah.
Well, in Costco, the guy there who owns it, many years ago, I heard an interview with him. He talked about how his business is structured. And he said, and I will not deviate from this. It's cost plus 10% is what they charge.
Sure.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And they're still making tons of money.
Well, yes. Because you can sit there and go, well, let's do cost plus 12%. No,
right.
How much do you need?
Right. And if you're still making millions and millions of dollars and not having to fire employees or a maid, then what's the deal?
You know, as taxes go up amongst the rich,
right.
God, that's happening. These people are still going to be rich after they pay their taxes. I mean, come on. That's part of the society that we live in. We have to pay for the things that we have.
Yeah.
Oh, that's socialism. We can't have that. Guess what, bitch? That's what this is.
Right. Oh, speaking of socialism. Man, I heard the worst. It was Mitch McConnell. And he was talking about socialism and just, never mind.
Well, you brought it up.
I know. Mitch McConnell and the Republicans are
this is the last hurrah of the boomers.
Yeah, right. You said that.
I said that upstairs.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, this is.
And I think you're right. I think that's what this is.
That whole "Make America Great Again" fallacy that was by the last guy. He was doing it just to line his pockets. But there are people that legitimately think that we should go back to the nuclear family of the 50s, the sitcom thing. We should live like Lucy and Desi.
Yeah,
you know, it's that kind of thing. Back when, having an actual breadwinner in the house that is the only source of income and is able to buy a home, buy a car, put their kids through school with it.
Right. You can't do that anymore.
That's impossible.
It's completely impossible.
And even if both people in the household are working and contributing to it, it's still not enough.
No.
It's not enough.
No.
So people are working 2, 3, 4 jobs to make that happen because of inflation, because of greed. And, God help you if something happens to you and you get sick. God help you if you fall and break a leg or an arm or you got to get stitches.
What if your car dies? Do people? I mean, seriously?
Yeah, trust me, I get it. Yeah, I know.
It's just crazy.
That it is. That it is. And this all started with the lovely Dolly Parton.
Yes.
It's not her fault. I mean,
not at all.
Don't make that conclusion, folks.
No, right.
Just trying to bring a little ray of sunshine into all this. So there. I wonder if we can get her to come here.
We ought to. We ought to see what we can do.
See if we can get her on the phone at least. I'd love to talk with her. Everybody loves her. Can't think of anybody that hates her.
No, I can't either.
It's like with Tom Hanks. Who hates Tom Hanks?